Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, okay, okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so before I turn in, I want to get this last video in. Okay, okay. Um, I meant to do it a little earlier. I had to leave out for a quick moment. I said as soon as I get settled and all of that, I will do this quick video, okay? It was something that I felt like I wanted to share, okay? Yes, welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome. My name is, let me get a little energy here, right? My name is Dominique, all right? Listen to this, all right? Here we go, here we go. So, I have come here and I have shared some things about my journey, being targeted, etc. All right? Yes. Now, I listened to this beautiful talk today. Okay? This beautiful talk today. I wish I could tell you, um, as a matter of fact, next time I come on, I am going to more than likely have the name of that talk. I came in on the end of it, all right? Towards the end of it, okay? But let me tell you something. It was so, so wonderful. The talk was about, energy and things like that. And um, also about how, God allow things to happen, okay? And the purpose behind the things that takes place, okay? Especially if you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't deserve that. Oh my goodness, boo, 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 I didn't deserve that. What in the world? Where did that come from? Right? So, my thing is, the talk was amazing. It was beautiful, okay? I actually started to share it right away. But I said I was going to go back and listen to it myself. So I'm going to try to find it and possibly I'll be, able to share it, right? Well, here it is. Here it is. Listen to this. Listen to this. One of the things I noticed that many don't share, I mean, they covered pretty much of everything. But one of the things that people don't share, and I don't know exactly the reason they don't, okay? And many maybe I have not heard a whole lot about it, just people bringing it up, telling really what it is, okay? Really what it is, okay? And that is, okay, so I just like to get to it, all right? Now, I have talked about how I have been targeted, and I'm aware that many other people have been targeted as well, okay? Now, however, my being targeted and smear and hate campaign was on a larger scale, okay? Much larger scale, okay? Now, the funny thing is, what has happened is now. So I don't went through my healing and all that great stuff, and I'm feeling really good, like really, really good. Um, just what an experience, okay? So now I can talk about it, and that's what I've been doing, all right? One of the things I want to tell you that is true and dear, okay? That is true and dear, okay? A thing that you must know. You must know. I feel like, why leave it out? You must know this, all right? Now, a lot of times, um, you know that saying that they say, that God will not put more on you then you compare, right? You know that saying. Okay, we've been hearing that since we were little kids, probably, right? Some of you? I know I have, right? Trust me, that saying is real. It is definitely a real thing. All right? Now, I'm going to go back here for one more minute just to set it up. The targeting that took place was on a huge scale, meaning many people participated, many groups, many organizations, many of this, many of that. A lot of people participated. Now, the thing is, if there's a hate campaign or smear campaign or, injustices taking place, especially when these parties don't really know the person, okay? Or the people that did know them didn't give them the truth, or they felt like, you'll be surprised how it doesn't matter, because God gives you free will, all right? It's just what it is, okay? God gives us free will, all right? Now, I'm going to tell you, if you are a man or woman, especially operating in your calling, okay? Especially operating in your calling, or even if you're not there yet, but you come to find out you have been lied to. You come to find out you've been lied to, okay? Or if you thought that, sometimes people don't understand, just for participating, okay, that's heavy enough. Just the fact that you participated. Meaning, somebody could have brought it to you for you to, of course, join in. But the fact is, you participated. Okay? Now, after they painted this picture and told you all these things, okay, I assume that when you find out yourself that thing was totally not that, right? You may really feel some type of way. You'd be like, I would be like, what in the world? Right? How dare you? Waste my time? Yeah, they waste your time, your money, your family time. We could keep on going, okay? We could keep on going. Now, I'm going to share with you, and the reason I keep saying that it was on such a large scale is because I am one woman. One woman. I always say with my little self, right? Little bitty old me is what I would say. I've been saying it for years, okay? Yes, I've heard people echo it, but trust me, I have said it years ago, years and years ago, and it's recorded. Little bitty old me. All right? Wow. And it was so. Little bitty old me. Guess what I did? I endured that pain. I did not mistreat anyone. No. I had some days where I sent some certain text messages. You take the, you know? And then God dealt with me on that. All right? Didn't have any breakdowns. Not a thing. Okay? All right? Even now. Oh my goodness. I have learned that all of that is truly not my battle. And it never was. It was never for me to carry. I just volunteered, stepped up, and moved in whatever way God told me to move. That's what I did. I didn't just do that. I had a lot of people that watched me do it. My goodness. I had a lot of people that watched me do it. Okay? So let me tell you something. Not making this up. It's a real thing. All right? Not me getting up somewhere speaking about it and it never happened. Not me getting somewhere, going somewhere and fabricating this whole story. Okay? Now the most tripped out part is when people tell a lie on you. You know, folks don't know what to believe. They're like, what? But what is true? What is true? And then they find out that you were a person that you should have never had to endure such. And these very people that are older, supposed to be mature adults, have all kinds of positions, all right? Own businesses, have their, honey, they got it all. Many of them. But they all participated. Okay? And by me, many have been forgiven. All right? Many have been forgiven. I said, God, I don't want to hold them hard feelings. I don't want to be what I call it hard-hearted, okay? I don't want to be heavy like that. I want to be just as I was before. Happy, feel free to love, free to, hey. I said, God, thank you. That's what I want. I want to be restored completely, okay? I did exactly what God asked me to do. Yes. And then went through my healing. Now, I want to share something with you, and I want you to hear me very well. When I went through these things, I had to take care of my children and my grandkids. And I watched onlookers. Remember? Watch me go through this. Okay? And many didn't even consider, many that were being hateful to me in every way you could think of collectively at the same time. These people had kids and grandkids themselves and didn't even care that I had to take care of, provide for mine. They could care less. Okay? But that was an experience that I needed to have and see. Okay? I needed to have and see. Oh, okay, God. Right. Thank you. Listen. I want to tell you something. We all have free will. Okay? God gives us free will. Now, one thing I'm going to share with you. God allowed me to endure all of that. And I passed every single test. Okay? And to make sure that I passed every single test. Listen to me. God allowed me to be able to go back to some of the very people that hurt me in the first place, that I personally knew. Okay? He allowed me to go back and see a few of them. You don't understand. I'm talking about very close up. Okay? So this is a very real thing. That was a test in itself to make sure that I passed the test. Mm-hmm. Did they pass the test? That's between them and God. Mm-hmm. Right. Now, I wanted to share that with you because I want to express that free will thing. All right? Because there's so many people that participated in things. And you know what I noticed in business? When people have participated in things against you and you come across or whatever, right? It's hard for them to take you. They're just waiting for something to get all riled up, right? Just waiting, right? Meaning, I noticed that people, like when I would have to go and do business somewhere, and maybe there was something, whatever they had done, they definitely knew who I was. Whatever they had done, it was hard for them to receive me because of what they had done. It's like they couldn't forgive themselves, really, for real. Because you could pretend, but sometimes people really don't forgive themselves. Okay? Right? Listen. This is something that they don't share with people. I'm about to get off. This is something that they don't share enough of. After God allow a person to go through so much. I mean, they did it all. And then on top of that, even when they knew it was wrong, right? What they had done was wrong. They didn't want to help correct it or anything. All right? I can't wait to tell you how my children and I were treated at a shelter. People don't know what I have been through. Oh, yes. And for real, by some people collectively working together as friends. My kids are beautiful. They don't bother anybody. They don't try to... nobody. I'll talk to people usually more than, okay? Yes. I don't care what it was. If you're there to stay, to get help, volunteer, whatever, it should have never happened. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to share that story. I'm going to get to that because I have some information that I want to be out there so people can understand what's really going on. All right? That's a whole nother day. But right now, I'm going to let you know, after God allowed many to go through so many different things, okay? And I want to make it clear, there's some people who never go through all of that. But there are people amongst you walking the earth that have a special assignment on their life. Trust what I'm saying, okay? And they are your karma walking. Do you understand? Oh, yes. Think about it. If you just sit and think about it, do you think God is going to let that person and them people go through all of that? Right? And I know many of you already know it's true. The things that people don't tell. All the things that people don't tell about how it's real. What you set out, what you want for someone will be at your doorstep. Yes. Get rid of the hurt. Get rid of the hurt, right? We got to get rid of the hurt. And move in love, right? I'm going to tell you, when I share things, I come up on here and I share things. Doesn't mean that I'm not delivered or I'm hurting from it. It's just that I am sharing what happened. So I got my healing. I'll talk about that. I have another channel that I have not been posting on, but it's where I start talking about my journey, my healing journey, all that good stuff. And I always share that with people. It's Nikki, Nikki, talk to me with the red lips. Okay? And you may have to put in the back of it Dominique Brown. Okay? But I'm going to let you know, a lot of people that are walking around that you like, oh, they look regular, degular. They're, you know, well, God, let me tell you something. I said it on another video when I gave my testimony. Another video, my God. See, people really do believe God is going to, come some certain way. Or, they really believe that even God is not around us all the time, right? All the time, right? They really believe that God don't know. You can't fool God. You can't hide anything from the Lord. The Lord knows. Okay? That's why I'm telling you, you can free your heart up, get your healing, because God already knows. God knows. Yes. There are people that are amongst you every day, and you don't know who they are. But some of them are your walking karma. I promise you. Watch who you mistreat. Watch who you mistreat. Because this is the thing. God always give a warning. The Lord always give a warning. He'll tell you, don't do that, don't. But you're so busy laughing and you want to prove something to someone, a group, whoever, whatever. You want to prove something. You want to be down, right? Okay. I passed my test. Oh, and they did everything. Oh, everything. But see what they didn't know. This is what they didn't know. Not my first rodeo. Not my first rodeo. You see what I'm saying? I passed that test too. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Before I turn in, I wanted to share that with you because they don't talk enough about it. They say, of course, the Most High God, yes, the Most High God will handle it. But I don't want you thinking that when people, when we go in and we pray, okay? When we go in and we pray, God don't move things or things don't move. Okay? People, I don't want anyone to believe that God don't hear the prayers of the people that have been disrespected, mistreated, okay? And you think God forgot about it, or you think, God don't know? God knows all. Some people, my God, the things that I have learned on this journey, you will not believe. Be careful who you disrespect. Be careful who you disrespect, and you're so quick to put your mouth on. I promise you. I promise you, it's real. It's real. Because some people can say they had enough. They can say, I've had enough. I don't like what they did to my children. They can say they had enough. And it's enough. At that point, it's done. And many know it's true. Because what you want for someone else that's ill will be right at your front door. Okay? And that is nothing but the enemy. Right? So we want to have great thoughts. Great thoughts. Cleanse your mind. Cleanse your mind. You got to do it daily, right? We have to do it daily. Okay? We have to, we have to do it daily. Yeah. The talk was great. But the one thing that they kept dancing around, many people that are walking amongst you, is walking karma, and it's real. Because when a person that had enough, and they passed every test, you wouldn't believe the authority that God allowed them to have, the Most High allowed you to have. And guess what? You can't have it, and you won't have it if you're not balanced, and you don't operate true and just. I've learned a lot. Anyway, have a wonderful evening. Thank you.